All right, good night, guys. Good night to all our Facebook friends at home and abroad. I want to say it's been a long while I haven't done a live video or a recording video, but tonight I feel impressed that I must do one because 2 days ago I did a post for a gentleman by the name of Albert Smith. Albert Smith is a 59-year-old man living in California, and he reached out to us through one of his family members seeking assistance. But let me lay the groundwork of who is Albert Smith. I want to help him because I spoke personally with him. I view his page, and I gotta say that the gentleman left Belize in 1988. From speaking with him, he left Belize in 1988 to migrate to the US, and like we know with everybody else, they leave Belize to seek better living, better life, to change their current circumstances, and to pursue the American dream. So in 1988, he left Corozal. He's originally from Corozal town, and he went over there. Fortunately for him, he had landed himself a job whereby he was able to interact with everyday stars, movie stars, Hollywood icons. Mr. Albert Smith has several pictures of major US American stars from Hollywood. He has a lot. I got some from him, and he sent me pictures with Will Smith. He sent me pictures with the guy who owns Lakers, Magic Johnson. He sent me a picture with what's the guy, Shaquille O'Neal, and other celebrities, some of which I don't know, but they are celebrities. He was fortunate to get a job whereby these stars go to seek medical assistance, medical help, specialized medical help, like fertility clinics and so forth. One big building where they have the stars for the lawyers for the stars, sorry. They have special fertility clinics for those, famous people who want to give birth to children. And I think there was a bank nearby, near East West Bank. So this is the scenario where he worked. He worked with these people, he worked with his boss for 20 years. And from speaking with Mr. Albert Smith, he loved his job. He loved his job, that he was able to interact with these people. And so when he tell me, he said, man, I've met several movie stars, Hollywood stars. So I said, how are they? And his response was, why don't people mean? Yeah. A real local celebrity, the stars in Hollywood, they said, man, Mr. Albert, they want them mean. So if you have to knock their elbow, but he asked them for a picture. And that is how he is able to get photos with a lot of these popular, well-known stars. Mr. Albert Smith reached out to us seeking assistance. And I saw all the comments. I didn't read all of them, but a lot of them were beating down Mr. Smith, boy. Especially from Belize, some from abroad. Go home. What are you doing there? Where the police are next man country? Some real harsh, mean comments. And I don't take them. I leave them there. Alright? Some people thought that it was AI and not real. Mr. Smith is a real person. He's a real Belizean, loves his country. On his page you can see where he waves the Belize flag. He attends functions where Belize is being promoted as a country. So even though he's in California, Los Angeles, working amongst these highly big shots, he still maintains passion and loyalty and patriotism to his home country, Belize. And I admire that. I admire that. I asked him, I said, Mr. Smith, Mr. Albert, to have any brother and sisters, because you're not supposed to suffer the way they suffer like this. You know, food. And he has difficulty paying his rent. I said, Mr. Smith, do you have any brother and sisters? He said he has a brother. The brother lives in Houston, Texas. But the brother is in the same position as him. Apparently, all of them, his brother, and his sister, they are diabetics. Unfortunately, Mr. Smith lost his 2 foot. He lost 1 foot first, and now he lost his 2 foot. That puts him in a position where the 2 foot gone. The 2 foot gone. You know? I asked him about his sister. He said, Mr. Albert, my sister lives in somewhere in Georgia, USA, but she got part of she cut off. My brother got part of he cut off. So he and the brother and sister in the same position, because diabetes has them to lose part of their body, you know. And we know how devastating diabetes can be on the human body. All right, I've seen people cut piece, they cut till they eventually get discouraged and die. All right. I was dealing with a diabetic patient behind the Port Loyola clinic, you know, and that man cried. Every time we speak to him, he cried. So I can somewhat understand what Mr. Albert Smith is going through. You know, he don't have no kids, he don't have no wife, he's all alone. And then I eventually put the hard questions to him. I said, Mr. Smith, are you documented? Do you have US documentation whereby you can access proper medical assistance and help? He said, Mr. Albert, that's my fault. My fault because of procrastinating, why he didn't follow through to get his American documentation. So in other words then, he's there, but he's not properly fixed up. With Belizean term we call, he's not properly fixed up. So when this man reach out to me and reach out to his family member, and his family member also contact us and says, please help my family. That's because the man upon the last side rope. On the last side rope. No kids, no wife. Left Belize from 1988. 1988 I mean in standard 5. I was in standard 5. You know? And he gave me his contact number. I have his phone number if anybody would like to call Mr. Smith. And so the purpose of my video then is to show that the man real. 2, the man 59 is soon 60. So it depends on senior level now. When people are believe to say the man now pops or dads. Mr. Smith also admit that he is in the position where he is because he procrastinated, he slipped up, and for 20 years working where he was working, he failed to do the necessary things he needed to get done that would have secured a better future for him in his golden years, which he's now entering into. As a matter of fact, as I was speaking with him, Mr. Smith said, man, he missed his job. He may love his job. He want to go back to his job. But that ship, they don't sail. Now you have diabetes kicking. You lose 1 foot. and then you lose the second foot, the struggle becomes really real. So, the purpose of our video, we're asking Belizean Americans, those who fix and those who no fix. We know the asking to give a man any money, but as a Belizean, it's only fair and it's only right that we look out for each other in these foreign countries from another man's soil. 3,000 miles away, he reached out to us from Los Angeles to Belize. 3,000 miles away, he reached out to us, and I tried to communicate with him by internet and WhatsApp, but as an older guy, he's not that technology savvy. So he said, Mr. Albert, I can't do it, because I was trying to allow him to send me a video of himself. He said, Mr. Albert, I can't do anything. I don't know how to do it, and then I don't have nobody around me to do it for me. You have to wait till the compadre come, and you know, the man need help. The man is not a drug addict. He's not at Skid Row. He's in the apartment that he has been in since 30 years. The same apartment. His rent is $400, and I got to write it down. His rent is $460. Why? Because back then, in those days, the rent was cheap, and they not carry it up because of longevity. Because he has been in that same said apartment for so long. I say America different now, Belize. They don't raise the man rent, so the man only have to pay $460 US. And I think at one point he was also manager caretaker of the building that he is now renting, still renting, for 30 years. He's been renting that same apartment. And I'll give you the address. I have the address, but I won't give it because of that situation that we will talk about. However, if anybody would like to contact Mr. Albert Smith, the number will be placed right to the bottom there. Right to the bottom there, the number will be placed. You can call him and probably advise Mr. Albert on ways he can get assistance through this. Through, you know, we Belize people, you could, somebody know the links or the hookup or the connection. Call the man, advise the man, guide him, because you're not gonna go for it. And from what I gather, there are some things you just don't know. And we as men, some love to procrastinate. You need one push. Probably somebody could help and push on to get some kind of medical assistance through some organization there in California. But this purpose of this video is to plea for assistance for our Belizean brother struggling in California, Mr. Albert Smith. Alright? Give him a call. If you call and talk to him, he can give you the address. I won't put the address out there, but he will give you his address. Drop one plate of food for the man. You know, this is how we used to back here in Belize when we were there. We look out for each other, we look out for the elderly. Carry one plate of food for the man. Alright? Mr. Albert Smith is a human like everybody else. Mr. Albert Smith made some major errors in his life by failing to properly document himself and get the necessary things he needed to do, so that now the crisis that he's facing, no job, no money, no wife, no picnic, that no may happen. You know, when I was going to high school, they say if you fail to plan, then plan to fail. The ship don't sail, damage done do, the man need help. Alright, so as a Belizean, all the way in Belize, our program is different. Our media page is different than every other media page. Majority of the media page out of Belize, they showcase news, they showcase everything. We are the only one that tries to make a difference in the lives of others by reaching out to somebody else, reaching out to a stranger, reaching out to somebody with a heart that will open up their heart to somebody else and then make a difference in their lives. All right? So, my friends in USA, give Mr. Albert a call. Talk to him. Christian brothers and sisters in Los Angeles, we have Belizeans over there who are into their church. Let the church call church members, visit. Look at church members drop one box of grocery, a box of pantry for Mr. Albert Smith. The man not got no foot. The man not got no foot. Yet, he the one away, the Belizean. Look at no left handed. Alright, so guys, call him. His number is 213 909 6515. Mr. Albert Smith needs your help, needs your heart, your compassion. You could have some compassion for the man, man. Alright, yeah, 59, yeah, soon 60, no foot, and he's there by himself. Alright, so from Ladyville Highlights, we want to say thank you for your support. Thank you, all our donors in at this point. We have been, our last village was San Pedro, Colombia, where the fire victims was. Because of your clothing, your second-hand clothes, your second-hand tennis, your second-hand, whatever you sent to us in those barrels and boxes, we were able to bless the fire victims of San Pedro, Colombia. God is good, and we thank you so much, because without your help, your support, your donations, then we here in Belize would not be able to do the wonderful work of being a blessing to those others in need. I also want to say thanks to John Marsden and his wife Audrey from Houston, Texas. They have every year made it a priority to send us barrels of prom dresses for young girls who will be graduating who cannot afford a prom dress. They send it to us, and then we in turn give it to these young ladies. With his diabetes, I know there is somebody out there who knows some connection, who knows some links. Bless.